Now coming to the analysis of this poem, or line by line explanation of this poem, let's read the first line again. Weary with toil, I haste me to my bed. The dear repose for limbs with travel tired. Weary with toil. Now, weary with toil is a reference to hard work. Toil means hard work, or is a synonym for hard work. After days labor, after days hard work, one is always weary, one is tired. And he says that after I am tired of the whole day's work, I take me to bed. I take myself to bed. What he says, I haste me to my bed. Haste me to my bed. It's a very common imagery that he is producing at the very beginning of this sonnet. And the imagery is of a tired man, who either is tired by the day's work or is tired by travel, tired by journey, tired by whatever he must have been doing for whole day. Now when the night falls, he says कि बस जल्दी से मुझे शाम का खाना मिल जाए और मैं सोने को चला जाऊं. And this is what Shakespeare says. After the whole hard work that he has put during day, when the night falls, he finds it a time for rest and he hastes to bed, which every man would do. Everyone who has worked for whole day would, go back to the bed. The dear repose for limbs with travel tired. Repose, this is a time where I think that all my limbs, my body must take rest because they are tired. Now if he was traveling, his legs would be tired. If he was working, then his legs and his arms would be tired. His whole body would be tired. So he finds what he does, he thinks that I should give rest to my body. And in order to give rest to my body, what the poet does, he goes to bed. Verse number 3. But then begins a journey in my head. But then there's a trouble. The moment I lay on bed, the moment I think that I should take rest, I should sleep, a journey begins in my head. Another journey starts. Now the physical journey has come to an end. The physical toil has come to an end. The physical work has come to an end. Now what has started? A different journey in my head. अब किसी की याद का सफर शुरू हो गया, किसी के बारे में सोचने का सफर शुरू हो गया. दिन को मैं काम में लगा था, मेहनत में लगा था, सफर में लगा था, तो दिन के वक्त तू याद नहीं आया, दिन के वक्त कोई याद नहीं आया. बट द मोमेंट आई वेंट टू बेड जस्ट टू टेक रेस्ट, देयर बिगिन अनदर जर्नी इन माई हेड. एक और सफर शुरू हो गया मेरे दिमाग में. To work my mind when body's works expired. And now came the time for my mind to work. Now he was involved in a physical work during daytime, so his mind was not involved altogether in that. But when he went to bed, his body stopped working, but his mind started working now. बिकॉज जो दिन का काम था, जो दिन की मेहनत और मुशक्कत का काम था, वो खत्म हो गया. और जब वो रात को सोने को आया तो उसके जहन ने काम करना शुरू किया, या उसके जहन में एक दूसरा सफर, एक दूसरा काम, वो भी उतनी ही मेहनत का जितना कि दिन को था. फॉर देन माई थॉट्स फ्रॉम फॉर वेयर आई अबाइड intend a zealous pilgrimage to thee. As I went to the bed, as I went to sleep, as I went to rest, where I was far away from his friend, or far away from the person to whom he is dedicating this poem to, maybe W.H. He was far away from thee, far away from him. Thee means you. And from there, his thoughts took a zealous pilgrimage. Zealous means, full of passion, full of devotion, a devoted pilgrimage. And you see, pilgrimage is important choice of word. How anxious is he thinking his love for his friend is, that, he has to take a pilgrimage, not a travel, not a journey. Now the pilgrimage is associated with God, with pious men. We would take a pilgrimage only to pay our devotion to God. But here, this pilgrimage which has started in his mind is for his friend. So this also shows that how does he rate his love for his friend. He, would call that journey of thought as a pilgrimage. and it is zealous one. It is full of passion. It is full of devotion. And keep my drooping eyelids open wide. What does this do? Drooping eyelids. I was so much tired that as I went to bed, I was unable to keep my eyelids open, keep my eyes open because of, because of sleep that was overtaking me. But the moment my mind went to you, went to think about you, or started this pilgrimage, my eyes remained wide open. वो सारी दिन की थकन भूल गया, वो सारी थकन, सारी परेशानी, सारी नींद सब उड़ गई. But when my mind started thinking about you, when my thoughts took a pilgrimage back to you, and those eyes of mine remained wide open. जैसे कि मेरी नींद उड़ गई जब तू मेरे ख्यालों में आया, जब तू मेरी याद में आया. मेरी थकन भूल गई, मुझे नींद भूल गई, मुझे सब भूल गया और एक तुझे याद करना शुरू हुआ. Looking on darkness which the blind do see. Looking on darkness. Now see, he is away from his friend or from his beloved. So, and it's night time. His eyes are wide open. He is imagining a picture of his friend, his beloved in his head. So, what is he looking at? At empty walls, at complete darkness. अंधेरे में देख रहा हूं और दिख क्या मुझे रहा है? मैं वैसे देख रहा हूं जैसे कि एक अंधा देखता है. Now that's an image of a blind man. Now when blind man sees, he sees nothing. So even William Shakespeare is seeing nothing. The poet himself is seeing nothing. But then he is seeing. His eyes are open. He is trying to see something. Though there is nothing except complete blankness, complete darkness. But then it is his mind who is forcing him to keep awake, to remain awake and to think about his friend. Save that my soul's imaginary sight presents thy shadow to my sightless view. Now as my eyes are wide open, as I am looking at the absolute darkness, what I see, nothing save except that sight of yours which my mind makes. बस मुझे तेरा चेहरा मेरी आंखों के सामने आता है गाहे बगाहे, उसके अलावा मुझे कुछ भी नहीं दिखता है. I only can see the shadow of yours through my thought, sightless view. वो उसके पास नहीं है, वो उसके करीब नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी वो जो है रात को सोते वक्त जाग रहा है. उसकी नींद उड़ गई जब उसे उसका दोस्त याद आया. अब उसका दोस्त उसको दिखाई तो नहीं दे रहा, but he can see that sightless shadow of his, which like a jewel hung in ghastly night. Now that's the only rhetoric device that William Shakespeare has employed in this sonnet. Usually this sonnet seems to be written in a very simple, plain and lucid language. One simile we have where he is comparing the shadow or the image that his mind is creating of his friend like a jewel. Now jewel is reflects the significance of his friend in the sight of William Shakespeare. He could have compared him to anything, but he compares him to the most precious matter, to the most precious metal that we have, to the most precious thing that we have in our life. तो वो उसके साथ उसका जो है मवाजना करेगा. Makes black night beauteous and her old face new. Now what does this thought do? It makes this night beauteous. It makes this night beautiful. तेरी याद जो है उसने मेरी रात को खूबसूरत बना दिया, उसने मेरी याद को अच्छा बना दिया. और साथ ही उसने क्या किया कि and made his old face new. Now this old, making of old face new could be two things. For example, we can interpret it in two ways. Old face means कि मैंने उसको पता नहीं कब देखा था, 6 महीने पहले मुलाकात हुई, साल पहले मुलाकात हुई, और आज जब तू मेरी ख्वाबों में आया, तू मेरे ख्यालों में आया, तो मुझे वो पुराना चेहरा तेरा दिखा. Or the other thing would be maybe in time he has grown old, he has grown weak, and now he is not as fresh as he used to be earlier. But since he is thinking about him, and the image that has come in his mind maybe is from his early youth, is from the times when he was very beautiful, so that makes him new. So it could be, we can interpret this portion of this verse in, both ways, because we know earlier in sonnet number 15, in sonnet number 18, William Shakespeare does reflect about the effect of time upon his friend, that time, is debating with decay to turn or convert his day of youth into the sullied night. We remember the verses from previous sonnets, that time is going to change you, time is going to snatch your beauty from you. So there are many ways that beautiful face could be brought back. One is through the sonnets of William Shakespeare, as he says, as it takes away from you, I engraft you new. And the other way is through thoughts. I'll think about you when you were young, so I'll have that face in front of me. I need not think about you as you are old, you have grown wrinkles and you have become weak, you are not that beautiful so much. So thought can do anything. सोच कुछ भी कर सकती है, सोच कुछ भी बना सकती है. Loo, thus by day my limbs, by night my mind, for thee and for myself no quite fine. तो मैं दिन को भी और रात को भी जदोजहद में लगा हूं. I am busy in toil, in hard work. During daytime, I am on travel, I am working, so my limbs are busy. And at night, my mind is busy. So you have kept me busy 24/7. कि तूने मुझे हर वक्त मसरूफ रखा है. ना दिन को मुझे सुकून, ना रात को मुझे चैन. दिन को मुझे काम करना, रात को मैंने तेरे बारे में सोचना. So that is what my life is all about. My life revolves around you. There is no respite to any part of my body. No quite fine. There is no peace that I can find. There is no quiet. This word quiet is rest. क्वाइट का यह मतलब है रेस्ट. मुझे कोई आराम नसीब नहीं होता. दिन को मुझे काम करना होता, मजदूरी करनी होती, ट्रैवल करना होता, वट एवर इट बी, और रात को फिर मुझे तेरे बारे में सोचना होता है. इन बोथ द केसेस देयर इज नो रेस्ट फॉर मी, देयर इज नो क्वाइट टाइम फॉर मी, देयर इज नो टाइम ऑफ पीस फॉर me. Now that was sonnet number 27 by William Shakespeare.